Good morning, my dear boys. Welcome to our video YouTube class. On the last occasion, we completed reading Unit 2. So, today, it's our assignment to work out the exercise of Unit 2. And after checking the homework, after working out the exercise, we shall resume reading the text. So, let's start working out the exercise of Unit 2. First question, question number 4. That is the first question of Unit 2. And these questions are MCQ type. Father decided to send the headmaster there are four options: telegram, notice, letter, report. And the answer must be letter. You know very well, letter. So come to the second question, question number B of 4. While going to school, Swami was bothered by conscience, headache, toothache, fever. And the answer must be conscience. Next, C. The color of Samuel's coat was black, blue, white, yellow. And the answer must be yellow. So, the answer, sir, answer to the first one is letter, and the second one is conscience, and the third one is yellow. Now come to question number 5. Here, these are the SAQ type question, and you have to answer the questions in some word, in a few words. Okay, there are some blanks here in such questions, and you have to fill in the blanks with the information from the text, and we have to try to write only phrases if possible. Father's behavior took an unexpected turn. It is clearly stated in the text that father's behavior took an unexpected turn. So here you have to write only two words, that is a phrase, unexpected turn. Next, question number B. Swami went to school feeling himself the worst boy on earth. Or you may also write feeling that he was the worst boy on earth. Both the answers are correct answer. Swami stopped, now question number C, 5C. Swami stopped on the roadside to make up his mind about Samuel. To make up his mind about Samuel. Just look at the unit again. You look at the text again, you will find that these answers are absolutely relevant here. Now, the uh, LAQ type 6. You have to answer in complete sentences. Answer the following questions. Where did father put the letter? We all know that Swami's father put the letter in an envelope and sealed it. So the answer is father put the letter in an envelope. You should not write and sealed it because the question requires the information about the place where Swami's father put the letter. So Swami's father put the letter in an envelope. That is the answer. You need not write and sealed it. What did Swami fail to decide about Samuel? The answer is clearly stated in the text. What did Swami fail to decide about Samuel? About Samuel, Swami failed to decide whether Samuel really deserved the allegations made against him in the letter. We know that Swami apprehended that his father had made some allegations in the letter hidden in the envelope against Samuel. So, Swami failed to decide about Samuel whether Samuel really deserved the allegations made against him in the letter written by his father. Next, last question of this unit. How did Samuel look? So, here you have to describe Samuel's appearance. Here you have to describe the appearance of Samuel. Very easy. Samuel had a dark face with unshaven cheek and thin mustache, and he wore a yellow coat. You may exclude the expression he wore a yellow coat because it is not always required. But you may also write it because it can be included in his appearance also. But you must write this sentence, this information. Samuel had a dark face with unshaven cheek and thin mustache. You may also write he wore a yellow coat. Okay. So we have completed working out the exercise connected to Unit 2. Now we have to resume reading and we have to go through Unit 3 today. Swami was going to school with the letter written by his father to his headmaster, and he apprehended that there must be a lot of allegations against Samuel. He thought so, he was apprehending so. What should he do now? As he entered the school gate, here also you can find the before school because this the does not refer to school but school gate, and that is why here the has been used. As he entered the school gate, an idea occurred to him. When Swami was about to enter his school, about to enter his school when he was passing the gate of his school, he thought of a plan. An idea occurred to him because he was busy thinking what he should do with the letter, and that is why a plan hit upon his mind. What was the plan? He would deliver the letter to the headmaster at the end of the day. That's a psychological feature of every human being. Whenever we are going to do something unpleasant and we are feeling disturbed for doing this unpleasant thing, we always want to make a delay to do it. Okay, that is a common human psychology. So he decided he would deliver the letter to the headmaster at the end of the day. He decided to give the letter to the headmaster because he had no other way than to do it. But he decided to deliver it, to give it to the headmaster at the end of the day because it would give him some time to think, to ponder over the case. But there was a more specific reason. What was the reason? Now we shall know the reason. There was a chance Samuel might do something during the course of the day to justify the letter. That is the psychological thing, very easily, very simply stated in the books, in the stories of R.K. Narayan. I have told you already. His stories are written in simple ways. They seem to be very simple, but there but in his stories, we can feel some subtle twists, subtle psychological twists. Here, just go through this line very carefully. Why was Swami making delay to deliver the letter? Because he was thinking, there was a chance, there is a possibility. Samuel might do something during the course of the day to justify the letter. Samuel might do something unpleasant to him that would compel him, that would inspire him to deliver the letter more spontaneously to the headmaster. Everyone, everyone in this world wants to justify his work. And that is why when people do something wrong, we know some people always do wrong. That is the feature of human society. That is the characteristic feature of human society. Some people are wrongdoers, but just try to realize There is nobody in this world who thinks that he is doing a wrong. Everyone, if even a wrongdoer, even a very cruel man, has his own justification for doing the wrong. That is the peculiar aspect of human psychology. That is the peculiar aspect of human character. Okay? And that is why Swami is in problem only because he could not justify what he had done. He had told lies about Samuel. He had told imaginative things about Samuel, imaginary things about Samuel to his father. But now, if he could not justify what he had already said to his father, he would never, he could never forgive him. He could never ever forgive him. That is why he was wanting time. He was in need of time and he was expectant. Perhaps Samuel would do something very cruel, very unjust to him or to any other else. And that would easily justify his deed. That would easily justify what he was going to do next. That is delivering the letter to the headmaster. So he wanted to deliver it late to the headmaster with the hope that Samuel would do something to justify his deed. Swami stood at the entrance to his class. Swami went to his class and he stood at the door of the class. Samuel was teaching arithmetic. So, Samuel was a science teacher. More specifically, he was a teacher of mathematics. And then he was teaching arithmetic to the students. He looked at Swami. As Swami was standing at the door, the concentration of the teacher broke and he looked at Swami. Swami hoped Samuel would scold him severely. We never hope to be scolded, isn't it? Because we always dislike getting scolded, getting rebuked. But now Swami was in a peculiar situation. He had he wanted something to happen against him. He wanted something to happen against him that could justify the letter written by his father to the headmaster. Okay, and that is why he was hoping to be scolded. He hoped that Samuel must scold him now. Bloody boy, you are late today. Why have you come late? I will slap you. I will beat you. And then Swami would think, aha, now I can justify the thing that I have told my father. So, here we have a peculiar sentence. Swami hoped Samuel would scold him severely. In normal case, in normal scenario, the word hoped cannot be used here. That deliberately the author has used the word hoped here only to signify, only to indicate the peculiar bent of mind of Swami at present. Okay, Swami hoped Samuel would scold him severely. Severely, you know the word very well. Severely, that is tibro bhave. Okay, intensively. You are half an hour late, Samuel said. Samuel said, Samuel said to him, oh boy, you are late. Half an hour late. Okay, you are too late. So now what would happen? Swami is expectant. Ah, yes, I am late. Of course, I am half an hour late. So you should scold me And if you scold me, that is a boon for me, because that would justify what I have told my father. And the later father has written to the headmaster, just scold me, please, sir. He was very hopeful. Still, he answered, I have a headache, sir, Swami said. Swami answered what he told his mother, what he had told his mother, what he had told his father since the morning, that he had a husky headache. And here also, he told the teacher, he told Samuel that he had a headache. He was expecting, Swami was expecting that Samuel would now give him a good beating and would say, headache, huh? Perhaps you have forgotten that I am the teacher and you are the boy, and I have passed your age. I know your pranks, boy, and now you have to receive beating from me. Swami hoped so. But what actually happened? Then why did you come at all? Then why did you come at all? এলি কেন তুই তাহলে? If you have got a headache, you shouldn't have come to school. You should have stayed in your house, isn't it? Why did you come? This was an unexpected question from Samuel. Swami was amazed. Oh God, what an answer, huh? What a question. I was expecting he would give me good beating, he would scold me at least. And he is so sympathetically asking me why I have come to school with the headache. How sympathetically he asks me. He was confused, even more confused. Swami said, my father said I shouldn't miss school, sir. Swami again said, now he is telling the truth. My father impelled me. My father told me to come to school because it's not fair for me to miss the school, to miss the classes, to miss your teaching. And that is why he impelled me, he compelled me, I should say, to come to school, though I have had a husky headache. Samuel looked impressed, getting such answer from Swami. Samuel seemed to be very respectful to Swami's father. Your father is quite right. Yes. What a prudence your father has shown. He is really a very prudent person. খুবই বিচক্ষণ লোক. He is a very, um, what should I say? He is a man with correct personality. What he had told you, what he told you is absolutely right. We want more parents like him with the teachers in our school. And this school also requires such parents who are responsible, who know the value of school teaching, who know the value of school in society, in the life of a student. And that is why I am feeling very respectful to your father and I am impressed. He looked to be very impressed. And Swami, he knew everything. He knew that he has a letter in his bag that would tell against Samuel, that would tell against Samuel. Still, the teacher is paying his respect. He is showing his respect to his father and also was praising his father. Oh, you poor man, Swami thought. Swami did not tell him anything but things in his mind. But he thought in his mind, oh, You ill-fated person. You are so um, noble person, so good in your behavior, so timid. Still, you don't know what my father has done to you, but you don't know, my sir, what you are going to face very soon only because of the letter that my father has written to the headmaster. He was feeling very poor. He was feeling very repentant. He was feeling for this man who is so well behaved. Okay. So we have completed halfway of Unit 3 and we shall resume our reading in the next class. So goodbye for today.